Hello, everyone. This is Miss Walker, and you've clicked on the story, How Many Jelly Beans? So, your task is to figure out how this story connects to what we've been learning in math. And in math, we've been learning about place value. So, as I read this story, I want you to think about the connections that you can make between us being in the classroom Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and learning about place value. Why would I choose this story? How can this help you with place value? I'm going to say some things. If there are some vocabulary words that you learn or that stick out to you, you can put that in your response. It's very important to pay attention because you will have to respond either on the Google form located in Classroom. You will have to tell me which story you listened to, which is How Many Jelly Beans, and you have to tell me how it connects to what we've learned in class. Or you can create a 1 minute, 30-second Flipgrid and just talk about it and share how this connected to what we've learned. Okay? This book is by Andrea Minotti. I think that's how you say her name. And we are going to keep it moving. Here we go. How many jelly beans would you like, Emma? And the dog says, Zzz, it's sleeping. Emma says she wants 10. So there are 10 in her hand. So one bundle, she's got ones, and a group of them makes 10. We can double check by counting by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can subitize by looking here. I know that this right here is 5, and this is another 5. This kind of looks like a dice, and this I know is 3 and 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. So that's one group of 10. How about you, Aiden? 20. Notice he's holding up 2 hands. Remember, one hand had 10 before. And the dog says, arf. So you have one group of 10 and another group of 10. 2 groups of 10 equals 20. Or you can count by tens. 10, 20. Think about how that relates to place value. He can have 20. I'll have 25. Then I'll take 50, 75, 100. I want you to think, what are they counting by in these 4 squares? What are they counting by? And also, how could the way they're counting relate to money? Okay, think about those things. I changed my mind. I'll have 500 jelly beans. That's what Aiden says. And Emma says, that's too many. You can't eat 500 jelly beans. So on this table, they have 500 jelly beans. I'm not going to count it, but if you want to pause it and count it, you are more than welcome to do that. Oh yeah, I could eat 1,000 jelly beans. Let's reread that because Miss Walker skipped like a whole bunch of words. Oh yeah, in a whole year, I could eat 1,000 jelly beans. There we go. Good readers reread because that did not make sense when I read that. All right, so here's 1,000. I want you to think to yourself, what is very important that is missing in this number? There's something very important and it's missing. And I want you to tell me, why is the missing piece important? What is the missing piece and why is it important? All right. Wait a second. That's only 2 or 3 jelly beans a day. So they divided 1,000 jelly beans up into all of the months and all of the days. So they had to make sure that they had enough for every single day for you to have at least one. So if I look, my birthday is March 8th. I have 3 jelly beans. I want you to tell me, how many jelly beans do you have for your birthday? You can pause the video and find your birthday. I could eat 5,000 jelly beans in a year. All those jelly beans. If I stacked up 5,000 jelly beans, they'd be as tall as this building. Now that's a lot of jelly beans. Okay, look at the way that this number is represented. What form is this number represented in? If you're listening, I gave it away. Oh yeah, I could eat 10,000 jelly beans in a year. Emma says, that's too many jelly beans. And he responds, is it possible to have too many jelly beans? And the dog says, no. All right, look at this number. This number is written in standard form. Over here we have the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So here it is in word form, 10,000. And here it is in standard form, 10,000, made out of jelly beans. And you have extra jelly beans over here as well. I promise you I'm not about to count all these jelly beans. You have to admit, 100,000 jelly beans would be too many jelly beans. I could share them with Murphy. Yes. All right, so all of this is 100,000 jelly beans. So remember, we are getting bigger every time we move to the left. Every time that place value goes up, we're moving to the left. If I had 100,000 jelly beans, I'd choose 5,000 blueberry, 10,000 watermelon, 2,000 cherry, 25,000 orange, 3,000 lime, 50,000 grape, 4,999 strawberry, and 1 lemon. So they took 100,000 jelly beans and they decomposed that number. So if we compose the number, added up all of these groups of jelly beans, they would give us 100,000 jelly beans. So we've practiced that in class. That could be one of your things that you've noticed, the connection that you've made. Okay. What would be your favorite jelly bean? I think my favorite jelly bean would be strawberry. You notice that the circles of all of these little things in here are jelly beans, and you can tell which one he likes the most, not just because of the number, but because of how large the circle is. So you could actually put these in order from least to greatest or from greatest to least. You could put it in ascending order, smallest to biggest, least to greatest, or descending order, which is biggest to smallest or greatest to least. What about 1 million jelly beans? 1 million jelly beans? Now this is where the book gets super awesome. I wish I could have read this to you guys in class because it's so much better to see it. But are you ready? Here we go. Wow, 1 million jelly beans is a lot. So it's this whole thing right here. But this is only half a million. Look up there. So this was only half of it. So the book actually folds out and a page comes out of the book. And this is just half of it. So now I'm going to flip the book up, the page up, sorry. And you can see it is huge. This is on the floor of my apartment. This is 1 million jelly beans. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. So now we're in the millions. We're at 1 million. All of this is covered in jelly beans. Like even Whoa, my computer had a mind of its own. Even these little pieces right here that you can barely see, those are all jelly beans. And the last little part says, okay, 1,000,000 jelly beans is probably too many jelly beans. And the dog says, speak for yourself. And that is the end of the story. Remember, your job is to either answer the questions on Google Form by clicking which story you read or what that you listened to. And you're going to tell me, how does this connect to what we've learned in class? And what did you learn in this story? Okay. Flipgrid. You can make a video of yourself talking about it. If you don't want to type it out, you can just talk to us about it. You can show us how you put your numbers in order from greatest to least, least to greatest. You can tell us about your connections that you made from this story to what we did in class. I want it to be about math. So whatever you either type or whatever you talk about, I want it to be math related because remember, we are mathematicians. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this story and look for the links on Google Classroom. See y'all on Monday. Bye.